Beautiful spider house rules.
You know what? There's more spiders. They just came back.
They're back, baby.
They're back. There's just like a couple, one over there, and there's one over there, and they were gone for a little while. So how does it work? Is there like an egg that's just like hanging out until summer?
I don't know. I thought that they moved inside when it got colder. So maybe it warmed up, they went outside, it cooled down, they came back in.
Oh, I see. Yeah, spider house rules. We're back. There was no spiders for a while. Felt kind of lonely in here. Where'd they go?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think they just want a sneak peek at the show.
Hey.
They want to get the first view.
How you doing? What's new? What's going on?
Oh, I'm good. It's opening day, baby.
Opening day
for Major League
Baseball. America's pastime. Just after football and UFC and possibly Burger King fights
TikTok.
on. Yeah, I think so. And then maybe slap fighting. It's getting up there.
Slap fighting's pretty
yeah,
popular
NBA.
these days.
And then right after that is America's pastime.
I think amateur pedophile hunter videos are above.
Yeah, they're getting better.
They're getting better.
They're getting better. I mean the videos, not the pedophiles or the guys trying to catch them.
Unclear. Yeah. But yeah, no, go Mariners. Dodgers are playing right now. I'm going to go home and watch the Mariners after this. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. What happened to Mookie Betts?
He got diarrhea really bad.
Yeah.
That was my
Mysterious
takeaway.
diarrhea.
Mysterious diarrhea.
And nothing is more... First of all, sometimes you can really pinpoint a diarrhea. You're like, clearly it was this, it was that. But if you can't pinpoint the diarrhea, you really gotta like look at your whole life and be like, what did I do?
What did I do?
I ate out that stranger's ass.
Yeah. That's how you get pink eyes. For sure.
That's how you get pink eyes. Yeah. That must be tough for people that eat butt. They must be like, man, their eyes must be really good.
You just got to clean that butt. Even if you're not going to get it eaten, well, you clean that butt.
I wonder if all the kids that are eating ass these days, I wonder if they wear goggles.
Well, they should. We should go to high schools.
No.
No, I just say college.
Okay, there we go. Well, even then.
Let's
just go to places where people are allowed to drink.
The only way you're allowed to, the only way you can 100% avoid pink eye is to not eat ass. But if you're gonna do it,
use protective eyewear.
protection.
Yeah. I mean, if you had to eat some butt and you're like, listen, I know you like this. I like this. I've gotten pink eye before. It's really painful. I have to get like antibiotical droplets. I just need to put on these goggles. All I got is a ski goggle. All I have is ski goggles. Even like a hockey mask with a visor.
Well, that's just an opportunity to turn it into a role playing.
No,
kind of a thing.
Yeah. Imagine. Yeah, I'm a dirty hockey player.
Yeah, I really don't want pink eye. So for this one, I'm a center for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, there you go. Or maybe you can just wear like a sleep mask. That's okay too.
Sleep mask. But then you're getting booty all over your sleep mask.
Yeah.
That's just going to seep through. You're going to get pink eye a couple weeks later.
You know what? When it comes to protective eyewear during sexual intercourse, I never really think it through.
No. I think you need to get really like Olympic quality swim goggles.
Or ski goggles.
Or ski goggles.
Ski masks are kind of crazy to do that, but then it might get in the way.
Yeah, that might get in the way. Or throw on an Apple Vision Pro.
There we go.
And then you could be eating, a historical figure's ass.
There you go. Where's that commercial?
Yeah.
Why
can't we're not making commercials for Apple?
Why can't a fine young lass in today's America eat out Alexander Hamilton's butt with some Apple Vision goggles?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Maybe I want to go down on Dolly Parton, young Dolly Parton, not too young. Maybe.
I mean, who says she has to be young?
Yeah, I don't mind an old.
I bet that exists if you want it. If you're looking hard enough, I bet you can find that.
Dolly Parton, the original buxom blonde. In my opinion. I love the word buxom.
You do. You've brought it up a few times.
It's something. I want to bring buxom back.
Bringing buxom back.
Yes.
Bring buxom back. Make America buxom again.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun. Like, hey, did you go on a date last week? Yeah, I did. Describe what she looked like.
Buxom.
Buxom. And if you look it up in the dictionary, buxom is a very heavy-chested woman.
Is that what it means?
I think it means like voluptuously heavy-chested woman.
Meant thick.
No. It's all about the chest.
It's top heavy.
Specific.
Yeah. Okay.
I had an interesting 7 days. Dare I get into it?
Yes, I suppose you should. I know you went to Austin, Texas.
Well, come with me Pause.
Okay.
That should have been the name of the podcast. Come with me, pause.
Come with me, pause. Come with me, pause. Like P-A-S, pause.
So I went to good old Austin, Texas. Have you been?
Never been.
Don't go. No, it's a great town. A lot of fun. First of all, number one, me and the girlfriend, we thought, okay, we have these flight vouchers that are going to expire. Let's go somewhere. I don't want to go anywhere cold. I want to go anywhere too far away. Something warm, something where I can do a set, something where we can have some good food. Let's go to good old Tejas, right? Where the porn is illegal and your body is mine, ladies. That's what I like.
You showed up and you immediately were like, ladies, your bodies belong to me.
Yeah. Well, actually, a bit of a hack, guys. You watch Pornhub on the flight and then keep it on until you land.
Oh, and then they can't shut it off.
Yeah, just keep it rolling.
Or screen record. You could just screen record.
There you go. Man, you're good. You really know how to watch porn. Anyway, so...
I've been practicing.
Yeah, it's been my whole life since the day that we got internet is the day I found boobs.
Okay, so you go to Texas.
Go to Tejas.
You land in Austin.
We had Michelin Star Barbecue.
Michelin Star
Barbecue.
Michelin Star Barbecue?
Michelin Star Barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
what's the name of this place?
Leroy and Lenny's.
Leroy and Lenny's.
I think it's something Leroy and something.
Okay.
Sound like a black guy and a white guy made a barbecue restaurant.
Carl and Lenny's.
Isn't that the Simpsons?
Yeah, that's the black guy and the white guy.
Okay, good. And they both have different voices. Lenny sounds like he's from the Bronx, and Carl sounds like he's a high-pitched guy from, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyway, so we had great barbecue.
What'd you get? You going ribs? You going
brisket?
Pulled pork?
We got pulled pork.
Oh, baby.
I know. I pull your pork.
Oh, I'd love to get my pork
pulled. But from a Michelin star chef.
A Michelin star chef.
If
I get Lenny and or Carl to pull my freaking pork Michelin style.
Great food. We had a side of mac, some greens. We had pulled pork. We had brisket.
And this is like the first thing you do when you
First
get there?
thing. We get into the hotel. We drop our bags. We go, let's get some food. It's getting a little like we're a bit of a time change because we went from West Coast to Central Time. So we're like, oh, it's 3 p.m. I'm starving. Let's get some food. We find the spot. And I will say the streets around the hotel where we stayed, the proper hotel, I guess a lot of places have smokers.
Okay.
So it was intoxicating. There's the smell of barbecue was everywhere.
I gotta go.
It was like in the streets.
I gotta go.
Everyone smelled the barbecue. There was like a cracky head walking around smelling of barbecue.
Okay,
He had like barbecue in his face. I assume it was a brown substance, but still,
Could have been anything.
It could have been anything. Probably barbecue. Maybe not blood. Probably not blood.
Probably not blood.
But barbecue everywhere. It was the smell of it. It was like intoxicating. And we had some barbecue. Then we just like drove my first ever electric car.
First ever electric car.
In Texas. Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Kia Niro.
Kia Niro. Okay.
Yeah. So I've never
Is
driven.
that the rental?
It's a rental, yeah.
Did you know you were renting an electric
Well, I
vehicle?
rented a hybrid, and I was like, okay, I'll get something that's good on gas. And they're like, we have an electric for you, full electric. I was like, okay. She's like, is that a problem? I'm like, I've never driven one before. She's like, they're a lot of fun. I'm like, I guess I'll save on gas and whatever. But I know there's a bit of a learning curve, and I don't want to learn it in a city where I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what's happening.
You feel like there's a learning curve?
A bit. Have you driven one before? Yeah. There's just like
the same to me. I don't
just
know.
the brake, because when you let go of the gas, you start to slow down.
You can turn that off.
You can.
Yeah. Maybe you can't in a Kia Niro, but I don't know. In the one that I drove, that was like an option you could turn.
Yeah,
it off.
in the old.
Because it's trying to charge the battery with your brakes.
Right.
Yeah.
The Tessies let you slow down, even in terms of progress with socially progress. But anyway, so I was like, okay, and I was such a rookie. I'm like getting in the car, about to drive off. My wife's like, "Hey," and it's still plugged in. I was like, "Don't tell your father-in-law, please. Your father-in-law already thinks I'm a wussy from Los Angeles, let alone a guy who drove away with the charger still in the car."
Probably don't even tell him you drove an electric car.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't like that. He's a guy from Michigan. He loves gas and bucks and blondes.
I think that's the thing about our dads. They love gas.
Passing it, filling a car with it.
Yeah, that's their favorite.
Boomers love gas.
They love gas.
They love cooking with gas. They love driving gas cars.
Heated homes.
They love passing gas and laughing.
Well, I mean, I do too.
Yeah, that's gets it passed down from our father.
Okay, so you managed to get out of
the rent.
the rental place without ripping off the cord.
Yeah.
That's good.
So then we get some barbecue, driving around. We went to this little park. We sat down.
Hold on, I got more questions about this car. So you're renting it. You're taking it back to your hotel. Are you plugging it in at the hotel?
They're plugging it in.
They are plugging it in for
At the
you.
Hotel, yeah.
Well,
yeah. We got parking, valet.
Yeah, okay.
Oops. So let me just say this. Okay, I'm a married man, happily married.
He's happily married, regardless of what kind of rumors you're seeing online. Okay.
Dismiss everything I'm going to say right now as a single man because it's not. I am married. So everything I say after this, it's only the people I'm describing are incomparable to my wife, who I love with all my heart.
What is he about to say about the women of Texas?
God, I was so bricked up looking at all the babes there. I'm joking.
So bricked up looking at the bucks of
Oh man, I was about to
baby, I got so bricked up looking at the bucks of babes.
I'm gonna goon myself up in this Kia Niro, man.
I don't even need the port. I got all these bucks of babes.
God.
That hurts my throat. I can't do that.
I'm sorry, Governor. You can't take the porn out of my mind.
Yeah.
But beautiful people there.
Okay.
And it's a young town.
Youngtown.
Not Youngtown, Ohio, Youngtown. But a lot of women with a lot of tats.
A lot of tats, huh?
A lot of tatted ladies there. And then the guys not as tatted.
Okay.
Ladies more tatted.
More tatted ladies than fellas.
And
huh?
listen, I'm all for a tatted babe.
What's the weather like?
Kind of like here, kind of like warm.
So skin's out.
Skin's out.
I don't like that I said that. Skin's out.
I don't know. Were you ever?
The skin was out. I went to Austin and the skins was out.
Skins out, ladies. You read the weather report.
I love it when it gets sunny. 'Cause then them
but also very
skins
fit. People
come
are
out.
jogging, running around. So we're that kind of I didn't see a lot of old people.
No olds.
No olds.
That's Austin. They say keep it weird and no olds allowed.
Yeah.
That's their new.
I saw some crackies, but no olds.
Okay.
And it was like maybe it's just the neighborhood I was in, but it was relatively good. Then I had a show the next day. Don't Tell Comedy, fun show. It was like it was in the back of a nightclub, which is interesting. I thought it was gonna be like in a CrossFit gym or maybe like a WeWork or
hair salons,
or
CrossFit
like
gyms,
or like
garages,
or maybe like a tennis court.
somebody's back deck.
yeah.
Tennis court would be fun.
That's gonna be fun. The green room is just beyond the net, but it's not really a green room. Anyway, so did the show, and then we got some more food, some Tex-Mex, fucking fantastic food. Food was great.
Did you get breakfast tacos?
No, we got like some deep fried tacos, like ones that were just like. Anyway, it was all good food.
Okay.
Then we went to this one place that was like a Victorian home. Then we had some good old Southern food, some fried chicken, some mash. It was all good.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say this about Austin, Texas.
Let them have it.
The homes there, a little funky.
Funky. Oh,
And here's why. And I did some research.
okay.
By which I mean ChatGPT. There's less regulations there.
Okay.
Now, the state of California, we got a
More
lot of
freedom.
more freedom to
Okay.
be yourself, unless you're
Unless
unless
you're
you're
not
they
white
or
and
whatever.
Christian nationalist.
But so Los Angeles, there's a lot of regulations. So let's just say I want to build a house, but I want this kind of roof. Well, you need to run it by this regulatory government entity, and they have to give you a permit. But to get that permit will take years or whatever, and this and that. So there's a lot of regulations. It's usually for safety. Some of it you can argue is maybe a little bit excessive, but it's government overreach, so we can so the state can have more money. Either
And
way,
that's what Doge is going to take care of.
Either way, Doge is going to right to the bottom of
Yeah.
it, right? Get rid of all these.
No more regulations.
No more regulations. Stop it,
Stop.
Elon.
These houses don't need heat.
Elon, put your hand down and and point at a regulatory person and fire them. Anyway,
Pointed at OSHA.
yeah. So as a result, people can really just do what they want.
Okay.
So I saw some homes in East Austin, and I guess when they say like keep it weird, this is the weird part. This is their Silver Lake. Kind of
Okay.
thing.
East Austin. So it's like a kind of young,
Young.
hip, trendy.
Yeah, like
Getting expensive. Probably has been expensive for a while.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like Like your neighbor makes gluten-free banjos or something.
Gluten-free banjos. I gotta tell Maddie about that. She's been looking. She's trying to get into the banjo, but there's so much gluten it makes her tummy hurt.
What do? I work in East Austin. I make gluten-free banjos, but and I only accept animal skins as my as my payment. Wow, barter system. But anyway, we saw one house. We're just driving around, and we were slowing down, being like, "Wow, that's legal." I saw one house was a silo, a metal silo, just like meant for corn or grains. And it had a door and some windows.
Interesting.
And I'm like, there's no way that would be legal in the state of California.
No, you couldn't.
There's no way. And here's a better question: who lives in there?
Who lives in there? And my question is, was that an operational silo that someone turned into a house? Like, did that, if I go on Google,
repurposed a silo?
Exactly. If I go on Google Maps and go back in time 20 years, as far as you can go anyways, was that a farm?
Oh, and they built around the silo.
And they built around the silo.
Or did they
truck a silo across town?
I don't know. Either way, it had a door and some windows, and the guy lived in a silo, a repurposed silo.
Okay.
And I can only imagine what kind of maybe a doomsday prepper type of guy, but no, really, I don't know. He must be just an East Austin weirdo. Lives in there.
See, seems like if all your walls are round, it's hard to hang art.
Yeah, how do you hang it? Does your TV curved? How do you?
That's a great question.
Everything curved?
Everything curved. This guy lives a curvy lifestyle.
Imagine everything's curved, but his dong. Everything's curved, but his dong.
Or his dong so curved that he decided I have to live in a house full of curves so that it just kind of looks normal.
It looks straight.
Yeah. The angle's right. There's like an optical illusion that happens that makes it look straight and big.
She's like, "Whoa, Gonzo, that's an aggressive curve." He's like, "Is it curved? Look at everything around me.
Look at it from this angle."
Yeah, maybe you're distorted. I don't know who lives in there. It was probably the size of this room.
Oh, okay. So I was picturing much bigger.
And it was tall.
Okay.
That guy.
You think 3 stories, 2 stories?
I think it was a couple stories.
Okay.
I'd imagine it's a series of hammocks in there. Yeah. Series of hammocks. He's got a bongo drum in there. He's probably cooking off of maybe just a small fire.
Yeah, he's making kombucha in there.
He's making kombucha in there.
It fucking stinks in that silo. I guarantee
He's whittling. He's making his own clothes in there.
He's whittling. He's knitting.
Yeah.
He's learning how to do metallurgy.
Yeah, for sure. That guy's off the grid while being on the grid.
Yeah, in the middle of East Austin.
Yeah, that guy hasn't paid taxes in his lifetime.
God, I gotta pay my taxes.
Yeah, we all gotta pay our taxes. But a lot of funky houses. Houses I'm just like, what is that? Just like one guy. Well, one house I drove by was just his mailbox was just a converted like mannequin leg.
Oh,
and then it was a mailbox on the end of the foot. Just a bunch of...
Is that regulation? Does the U.S. Postal Service allow that?
Yeah, you're going to deliver mail to that guy? Just a lot of weird, funky stuff.
Okay.
Like in L.A., you'll see funky stuff, but
sure.
But I think they were within the realm of city, what the city allows.
Yeah, a lot of the funky stuff in L.A. feels grandfathered in. Like somebody built that so long ago that they're like, we're not going to tell you to tear it down.
Now, I will say... Just because you have the money to build certain things doesn't mean you have any kind of a good eye for this stuff. So that's what I'm not all for regulations, but at least it keeps people at bay. Like I don't think you should have a house consisting of just monkey bars or
Well, now you lost me because I would love to live in Monkey Bar Mansion.
Monkey Bar Mansion. Oh man, that might be a show on Bravo.
It could be. If we could get our shit together and
they're swingers,
pitch.
Literally. They're literally swingers. Welcome to Monkey Bar Mansion on Bravo.
What happens when we put 10 of the hottest gymnasts to live in the same house?
It's Monkey Bar Mansion. Everyone's hot and they love to hang. It's Monkey Bar Mansion. I think we should write that down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then did the show, hung out. We went to a lot of vintage stores.
Okay.
We had a lot
Any
of
sick pickups?
The wife got some sick pickups.
Yeah. Cowboy boots? She get cowboy boots?
She got cowboy boots last time she was there.
Okay.
I underestimated how cowboy Texas is.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Did you get any cowboy gear?
the wife made me try on some cowboy boots. She made me.
She made you.
She made me. And I got to say, as a man who's 5'7", 5'8" online, 5'9" on dating apps,
Sure.
6 feet on IMDb,
6'2" in our hearts.
6'2" in our hearts, 6'3" on my website. But it kind of felt nice to have a little.
I bet.
A little height.
I bet. I've been saying this for a long time. Cowboy boots are sort of like the country version of basketball shoes, meaning
I'm not a cowboy. I'm not a basketball player.
exactly.
Right.
You're not. A lot of the people who are buying them are not using them for their intended purposes.
Right.
But what they offer is a couple extra inches.
Yeah,
off the
I guess
ground.
you're right. Yeah, like when I see a guy wearing like LeBrons, he's not dribbling a basketball. He's just walking around. When you see a guy wearing some good old cowboy boots, he's not on a bucking bronco. He just wants to be taller.
Exactly.
And I will say, with these, with some raw denim that's at a perfect straight cut that has no break, perfectly done. I put them on. The wife was like, "They look really good," and I think a man of my stature and style, I could pull it off.
You can pull it off.
And-
Cowboy boots in this fit would not look crazy.
And there is something about the Cali Cowboy. In LA, there is a Cali Cowboy.
Cali Cowboy's very in right now.
Yeah, vintage tee, kind of tattered. Oops.
Yeah.
Harley,
okay, yeah,
right?
Yeah. Inside out jacket.
Inside out jacket, straight jean, cowboy boot, maybe like an old trucker hat that says Chevy on it.
Yeah.
I can
or
do
maybe
that.
your hat that says truck.
Yes. Nah, too on the nose. But
Well, then we need to get you just a big piece of wheat that you could just walk around with. It in
big
your
piece
teeth.
of wheat, and maybe just like
Maybe you could get into dipping.
no,
Now let's get you into chewing.
no.
Come on, we'll get you some Skull Straight.
Holding out just a water bottle full of brown. It's disgusting, bro. God. Oddly enough, in Canada, there's a lot of like guys that chew.
Oh, I
because of
believe it.
hockey. Hockey
I
boys
believe it.
love to chew.
Yeah.
And sometimes we play like I play like a game, pickup game on a pond or something, and you just see puddles of brown everywhere.
Puddles of brown everywhere.
Puddles of brown. Great band.
Puddles of Brown?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a spin-off of Puddles of Mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one guy whose name was Todd Brown.
Yeah,
He split
yeah.
off to create Puddles of Brown.
Puddles
And
of Brown.
I think that's even better than Puddle of Mud.
Puddle of Brown, yeah. Which is basically Puddle of Brown as well, Puddle of Mud. Mud is brown.
Yeah, I suppose it
I guess
is.
you could say that was an alternate name.
I
Puddle
guess
of Mud, Puddle of Brown.
I mean, they probably were like, "What are we going to be? Puddle of Mud, Puddle of Brown?" I'm guessing there was a.
Yeah. Good coffee. Weather held up good. The hotel was good. All in all, a pretty good trip. And then I had to come back, and then I had to do something that this country asked me to do. I had to be an outstanding citizen.
Did you have jury duty?
I'm proud to serve. And that's what I did, sir.
Thank you for your service.
That's what they said to me. I'm not kidding. Did you know that? When you serve jury duty,
They say thank you for your service.
when I got the slip because I was dismissed, they said, "Thank you for your service." And I looked at that guy who worked at the courthouse and said, "I'm going to use that every single day." When the Delta calls for service members and people with babies, like right here,
I served.
I served.
You can't tell me I didn't serve. Someone
I-
thanked me for serving.
I served my country. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's all you need to say.
And that's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
And I'm proud to do it. And some people are going to weasel their way out of it by saying, "Oh, I have a flight, I have a trip. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do it." Well, I served.
What happened? Tell me. You got the jury dirty notice, and then you checked online the night before.
So I checked online. Now, I want everyone to know, the last time I got summoned for jury duty, I couldn't do it because I was a permanent resident. Now I'm a good old citizen, a proud American who loves everything that's going on in the country. Loves it. Because
I guess we're about to leave the country and try to come back. So if anybody asks, we've always supported everything. That the current administration is doing.
This podcast it really is an homage to this
Yeah.
administration.
Yes.
Yes. We started knowing he was going to get in, and now that he's in, we're just like, I love every pick.
Every single pick,
Every pick.
decision, every text message thread, all of it we support.
All of it I get, I support, and I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And to the customs officer going through our complete archive of our podcast, I just want you to, you've reached this point of the pod. I'm a proud American, and I'm proud of every single thing that's going on here.
And to you, sir, Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I mean, me and you, we get each other.
You're basically the same.
We've served, and maybe I'll say that to them when I cross the board. I'm like, hey, just
I served.
So I'm just it's good to see another brother out there in the field.
And I'll say, me too. This look, and then I'll pose.
And he's like,
I served this
secondary
look.
screening. Yeah. Take him away. No one's a real Mariner fan. Not with the decisions they made. Not with that farm system. He's a liar.
It's one of the best farm systems in baseball, so that one doesn't hold up. But
Is that true?
yep.
Oh, nice. I guess I did. I guess they had J-Rod or whatever his name is. Is it
Yep.
Julio Rodriguez? Yeah.
Julio Rodriguez,
They
Cal
got him
Raleigh,
at a
Logan
steal.
Gilbert, George Kirby. They're all homegrown
They
talents.
got him at a steal, a discount.
Julio?
Yeah. In terms of contract.
Yeah.
Well, 14 years, 250 million. That's a chump change now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And he's not
It's
even-
very incentive based though. So if he wins MVPs, he gets paid a lot. But it's like, well, then he's
Well,
winning
when he wins
MVP,
MVP,
you
chances
know?
are you're having a good season. And I think he's 24 years
He's
old.
like 23, 24. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. He could be the next Juan Soto.
He could.
He could. Or fizzle out.
And I sincerely hope he is. But so
Yeah,
far, I'm
that'd
not.
be nice.
I'm not holding my breath.
I just love I think he's a beautiful man.
He's beautiful.
Beautiful man. He can slug me any day.
Almost as beautiful as this administration. If anyone from the customs
Yes,
office is
yes,
listening,
yes.
we love Cal Raleigh.
Yes. Hegseth. I want to be part of that text chain.
Yeah, come on, loop us in.
Loop us in.
Come on.
Would it hurt to drop the name of the pod in the text chain?
Oh, that would have
Heggy.
been really cool of you.
Heggy.
Mr. Heggles.
Hegs. Hegster.
Heggles and bacon.
Heggles and Bakes.
Heggles and bakes. Come on.
Drop the pod in the
Drop
text
the pod
chain.
in the text chain.
Would it hurt? Maybe a little. But anyway, so I was supposed to go downtown.
Okay.
But then the next day, so one day it says you do not need to report it. Great. Then on Tuesday, it says you need to report Wednesday morning in Beverly Hills, which is an hour and 15 minutes away from
so far away.
And I had to report at 8:15 in the morning.
Oh.
So, dude, I'm like, are you serious? Come on, dude. So I leave the house at 7 a.m., get there just in time.
Oof.
Now, I had to snake my way through the city. That's fine. So
Free parking?
Free parking.
Okay.
Free park for all jurors. Park, check in. I showed up in a nice short coat, some nice boots, these jeans,
Okay.
button-up shirt. I'm like, hey, I'm ready to serve.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Okay. Oh wow. We're just gonna wear that. Okay, cool.
Flip-flops.
Just a tee.
Piggy's out.
Piggy's out.
In court.
This is America.
Piggy's out to serve on a jury.
Maybe though he's hoping to get dismissed.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's his way of doing it. So I had to fill out the form, but I filled out a line, and I was like a little apprehensive about it. I was like, do I need to fill this out or fill it out online? Like, yeah, you just need to fill out the summons form because we're going to collect them and then go through them and figure out who to pick. I'm like,
Okay.
I know. So I filled it out like I normally do. I need reading glasses.
Oh.
I was like this. Emergency
Arm's length.
compact?
Compact.
Dude, I was just like, and it looks like, I don't know if you need reading glasses, you don't forget how you look. I look like I'm disgusted of what I'm reading. I'm like this.
Social security number.
Oh, God, just take my urine 23andMe.
Date of birth. Come on, this is Hollywood. You know I can't say that.
Emergency contact, define emergency. So I filled it out, and they said occupation. So I put, naturally, comedian, right-leaning podcaster.
That's good. That's good. That'll keep us out of trouble.
Yeah. Right-leaning take that as you will. But let's just say I have some views, and I can give you the verdict right now.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
give me a look.
Don't worry. I've already decided.
Yeah, just let me see him, and I'll tell you what he did.
In fact, why don't you just wheel some guys by me and I'll tell you if I think they've committed crimes in the last year.
Yeah, I can spot a liar.
Yeah.
Without them talking, just looking at them. In the hopes that so I think, because I wrote podcaster and comedian, I think they dismissed me.
That's nice.
So there was like 100 people in there, and the courtroom is very small.
Yeah.
And the guy running it, there's two guys running the whole show. He was just like so stressed out because he's like, everyone was this is a small courthouse. The city of Beverly Hills is its own municipality, its own city, like Burbank. People don't know. Los Angeles does consist of certain boroughs, but certain boroughs are their own city, which has their own tax structure and their own whatever.
Yeah.
Burbank is one. Santa Monica is one.
Is it West Hollywood its own city?
Yes, and so is Beverly Hills. So they don't have their own jury pool. So what he said is they have to pull from other courthouses to supply them. And then unfortunately, they had access to jurors, and then they gave all their access to them. There's people that drove 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours?
From Reseda, from Arcadia.
I would be so mad if I had to drive in from Reseda or Arcadia.
2.5 hours, dude. And these guys had to get transferred. Now, here's the thing. I think they shouldn't have got transferred because then you have to wait another year and get summoned again by your local courthouse. I thought you're already there.
Yeah, just come on, put me on the jury. Put me in, coach.
Well, no. Like the chances are, if you let them know, like I'm all the way from Reseda, I'll be here, but just so you know, they might dismiss you. Because it's like I don't want to make this guy drive again.
Yeah.
And they're always very apologetic. All the guys who are wrangling all the jurors are like, "Don't worry, this will be over soon." You know, and all the questions like, "Oh, when do we go to the K's? What's going on? You know, when do we get to go home? Where's to eat lunch?" And he's like, "We're gonna get out here before noon. Don't worry." So there's 100 of us, and then they wrangle us all in. They take all our summons things, and they start. They all of us. There's so much bleed over. We had to be in the hallway on the floor because there's like a seating room that's like a DMV, but it's so small. So he goes, "Okay, everyone, listen up. So we're gonna start selecting jurors for the first case."
Okay.
A little information about the case. The case starts on April 1st. It is scheduled to last 23 days.
What?
Dude, audible gasp by the jurors. I know it's our duty as citizens to like serve this country in jury duty. It's the least they can do. I mean, they're not drafting us to a war yet.
Yeah,
but
give it time.
Give
and
it
if
time.
they do, we support it. We're
It's-
definitely too old to get drafted.
I think
so.
I think if we get drafted to the military, I think I'll serve this country proudly. And I think, yeah, they need comedians to like.
they need and tailors, and we'll learn how to sew.
Yeah, and guys to serve food and
Exactly.
massage soldiers' backs.
I'd love to.
Yes, I mean, if you're drafting us for that, I'm down.
We're down.
Yeah, maybe you need a guy who's just like at the screen saying, "Oh yeah, shoot him there." I want to be that guy. Why can't I be that guy?
Can we be? Yeah, I think we could be drone operators.
Yeah,
We're
like
pretty
fu-
good with technology.
Yeah, I'll be like, and here, I mean, we play video games our whole life. Why can't I use a drone?
Come on, give us a drone.
Or maybe I could be the guy that's like, all right, everyone, go over there, and then they go.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna be in charge. You're gonna be a battalion leader.
Well, no, he'll tell me what to say.
Okay. So yeah, but you're just like the guy with the megaphone. Yeah. Mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd make a great mouthpiece.
So, 23 days, everyone gasped. Some guy was like, holy shit, like just like a bro, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, some guy probably killed his wife. He's like, yeah. We're just like two bros or something. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, man. Now I was kind of like, oh, I'm in the clear. I have Vancouver. I have Seattle.
You got stuff going on.
Stuff going on. That's on April 10th. Hereafter. So I'm out. So I'm like, I'm kind of free sailing. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. So they start calling people, right? And then people are just like, you can hear people under their breath think, fuck. 23 days, dude.
23 days is a long time.
Beverly Hills courtroom.
And you didn't get picked, so you don't know shit about what the case was.
No,
do you?
and then listen, they said, don't worry. Sometimes these things settle at court. Sometimes guys can't afford their lawyers. Some guys will plead bargain. Some guys plead guilty. Some guys delay it. It doesn't mean you're actually going to serve. It just shows that whatever.
Yeah.
Now, these are all people that didn't get actually selected for the jury. They're going to be asked to come back, and then the judge is going to be like, you, and you, and you have to state your case why you don't think you can do it, or they're just going to interview you.
Yeah.
So those people all there didn't actually get served jury duty. They got told to come back.
They made it to they got call back.
They got a call back.
They got a call back.
First time in LA, I didn't want the call back. Yeah. I was totally happy at no call back. So then he's like, all right, everyone who didn't get picked, go sit in that room over there. So we are sitting. Then the guy comes out. He goes, attention, everyone. I have some unfortunate news. We've just been given several more cases, and we just have enough jurors in this room for those cases. So you're all going to be summoned to come back. Just kidding. And I was like, all of us just,
that guy, he loves
that.
doing that. He does that every
single day.
and he loves
Loves it. He has us in the palm of his little Filipino hand.
Oh my God.
And then he just released us like that.
That's got to feel so good every time.
Yeah, we'll never know what it's like to tell a crowd something and have them all have a release. Not tonight for me, that's for sure. No, definitely not a Totally Comedy Show every single Wednesday.
No, definitely not.
I'll never know what that feels like.
It'll never be that good.
No, never be that good. No. So then everyone was like, we all cheered. The people cheered.
Yeah.
People cheered.
I believe it.
Some guy went like this to me.
Gave you the fist pump?
He was like, we did it. We avoided one guy. I look over some black guys like this.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm hugging people.
Yeah, high fiving.
I'm
Let's
like,
get drinks.
Give me your number. We got to do this again.
Yeah. Meet me at Buffalo Wild Wings in 20 minutes.
Let's go.
We're going crazy.
Let's go. I don't think I've ever said let's go publicly.
I have too many times.
Really? I don't think I've ever been let's go.
Oh, you weren't there in 2009 at the beer pong tables, baby.
You said let's go back then?
Oh yeah, that was the dawn of let's go.
I think probably the dawn of let's go was probably college.
Yeah.
And January 6th.
Let's go.
A lot of guys said let's go, figuratively and literally. Like we need to go.
Let's go to the Capitol.
Yeah, let's go. Or let's go.
They're breaking in. Let's go.
Let's go. There's Nancy Pelosi's office. Let's
go. Number 2.
You taking a dump? Let's go. Anyway, so a little highlight for old Edmundo here. May or may not have got recognized by
Whoa.
another.
By a podcast listener?
No, God, no. No one. No. By
In the courthouse?
well, he's like, you're a comedian, right? I'm like, yeah, I've seen you perform live. You're very funny. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you got a pen? I just sign your summons or.
You want to take a picture?
Take a picture. Oh no, we're not allowed to take pictures here.
You should have said no pictures.
No picture. I'm sorry. Says no pictures.
Yeah, no pictures. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here to serve.
Yeah.
Not serve you and your.
Please,
celebrity.
come on. I'm here to do my duty.
I'm also married. You whore.
Yeah. Did you ask where this person saw you?
She said a show that I don't think
Totally Comedy every Wednesday. Bartley West, Hollywood.
She said a show that I think she mistaken me for another comedian. I'm pretty sure.
That's who?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Southern California doesn't have dark-haired guys who are overcompensating with their hair. No, I don't know. It could have been, I don't know. She said a show like, I didn't perform there. She's like, really? And she's like, you mentioned your mom, this and that. I was like, okay.
Okay, that does sound like you. Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of that. But anyway. So we like, connected. And she was like, hey, how's thing? Whatever. And then she works in the business and she was very nice. But yeah, so then everyone, we had to stagger our way out of there because they didn't want everyone leaving at the same time. So the guy that was wrangling all the jurors, right when we're about to call up 10 at a time to get your summons paper saying that you've served, he goes, all right, guys, the bus is outside. We're all going to get in the bus, and we have to actually get your summons papers signed at the downtown Temple office.
What?
I'm kidding again, guys.
Oh my God!
He did it twice.
He came back. Oh my God!
He felt what we feel on a weekly basis of doing stand-up comedy, and was like, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could squeeze another one in there. You've done no. You did it.
That guy's gonna submit. He's gonna send a tape to Totally.
He's gonna submit to any kind. He's gonna have to be a guest on this show.
Yeah, and
I would welcome him. I would love him to be here. Actually, I'd love to. The guy was.
Did he get you the second time? Were you like, no, I don't want to get on the bus?
Well, I was shocked. Like, we have to get on a bus to go downtown. What the fuck is this? And then there's one guy that was like this. It's funny because I only see crowds of people reacting to something someone says in comedy.
Yeah.
Someone makes a joke, people laugh. Very rarely
I make a joke, people stare at me.
People stare, people wonder. People are like, why would he go there? Oh, it's racist. That's a slur, I'm pretty sure. Why would he say a slur?
Because comedy's legal again.
Yeah.
We legalized it.
Finally.
Okay, sorry.
Finally. So I'm watching people react in ways to something. They're having a release that I haven't really seen before in a crowd. Because when think about how many times you're in a crowd. I mean, you're in a movie theater. I mean, you're not really looking at other people. It's all like bright. It's just a stand-up comedy shows. Really, is what most of the crowds I'm in. So he says that joke, and I look over, and one woman was like this, like, why are you fucking with us? One guy was like this, like. I'm just watching the reaction of everybody, right? I was like, oh wow, you guys need to go out to more entertainment.
This is setting me up to look like a fool in a jury duty situation. Because I'm going to go and someone's going to be like, hey, sorry, you're all sequestered. And I'm going to go, he's fucking with us. I've heard about this guy.
Stop
nice
it.
Try.
Is this the Caliendo effect or whatever?
Yeah, come on. There's camera there. Is this season 2 of jury duty? Come on.
He doesn't mean it. This is a wig, right?
Yeah, I just yank a lady's wig off.
Oh my God.
You don't need that cane. And I kick a guy's cane out from under
And then
him.
they get all hot and heavy because they love when a man's violent like that. I don't know. But anyway, so then on my way home, went home, and that was it, man. I served this country.
Do they give you a little ribbon? They should give you an I served sticker, like an I voted sticker.
Oh, yeah, they should.
They should.
Yeah, or maybe like a trophy of a gavel or something.
Ooh, now I think you got
like
to
a
go
participation
to trial.
trophy.
I think you got to go to trial if you're going to get a trophy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I think if you go into that office and they dismiss you, you should get a sticker.
Imagine 23 days on a jury, dude.
I think I hate
23 days. 23.
If I still had a job that paid jury duty, because you only get paid like $15 a day by the government.
But your job matches it?
In previous jobs, yeah, if you got jury duty, they would pay you basically like vacation days for as long as you were on the jury.
Really?
And when I had those jobs, I was praying for jury duty.
Really?
Are you kidding me? 2 weeks off? I just gotta go and sit and judge. That sounds great.
Yeah. And a lot of it's like you're not even in the courtroom. You're just waiting in a holding area with your computers hanging out.
Just sitting there hanging out, reading.
And then you just
looking at TikTok more realistically.
And then you sit in a chair, you just listen to some people state their cases, which is like live TV. We watch court TV all the time, or kind of like Lincoln Lawyer.
Do you watch?
No, I'm saying like the crime dramas. Yeah.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah, but this time it's real, and you get to see someone who's like
Suits.
Yeah, Suits or
Law and Order.
Law and Order. Or
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Hot Bench.
Yeah.
People's Court.
People's Court. What are the cops? Well,
the Judge Judy producers asked my brother to be on Judge Judy one time. He turned it down.
Why? Judge Judy Shineland? Why would he turn
Judge
down
Judy? I think he didn't want to be on TV.
Ah.
I think he was like, I think this can only be bad for me. And I think he ultimately made the right choice. But it is... Did you know that... Yeah, that's the other thing is if you lose on Judge Judy... You don't have to pay. They pay.
They pay whoever wins.
Yeah, they pay whoever wins.
Yeah, they pay. So you're not really fighting for anything.
No.
But you are fighting
for
respect?
Bragging rights?
I guess.
Just to be the winner, I guess.
Wait a second. Let's just say I sue you for $1,000 for something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the court says, no, you don't owe him $1,000. So then the court doesn't pay anybody. But if you win the case and I have to pay you $1,000, I don't pay you $1,000. Judge Judy gives you $1,000.
That's my understanding.
Is that what it is?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
Yes.
So then why do they care? I wouldn't care.
I guess I would, because I would care. I would care.
Well, they counter to each other, so they want the money.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they're like, well, I'm suing back for damages. You're suing back for misappropriated funds or something. Oh, interesting. Okay. So then, and that was it, man. I just served the country. Now, in all due respect, there was a piece of me that wasn't dreading it at all. I thought I was.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be like, oh, God, I have to do this thing. But because what's going on in America right now with people that are immigrants, even legal permanent residents or whatever, there's something about it, of what I just did, that I'm in. I voted.
Yeah.
I served jury duty.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm a citizen. And I've been a citizen.
Can't deny it.
You can't deny it. I've been a citizen since 2023. I've been 2 years, but I've been here for like almost 12 or whatever. But I'm like, it's something about it felt real, because the passport felt real, but I'm like, and voting felt real, but I didn't even go to the voting station. I just kind of like was given a piece of paper. Or whatever.
Yeah.
But like something about it felt like, oh, I'm in. I'm like in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're like, okay, definitely. There was no error in the computer system. They definitely know I'm a resident because otherwise I wouldn't.
No,
be
citizen.
Here. Yeah, a citizen.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
because otherwise I wouldn't be. They wouldn't bring me here.
Yeah. In fact, if they found out I wasn't a citizen, I would be dismissed immediately.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. So the only people that are allowed so when you become a citizen and you get sworn in, they say that your duties as a citizen is to participate in elections. To be served jury duty, or if called upon to help to serve the country in a wartime or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but they eliminated the draft after the 70s. But yeah, something about it felt very tangible, and I was like,
that's official.
I'm in.
That's official.
I'm in.
You're a citizen.
So that's why I'm like, we're going to Vancouver. I'm a little bit like, my algorithm is like, hey. You like hearing about detainment stories, don't you? Well, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's an immigration lawyer that's going to read you your rights. And I'm like, oh, God. So it doesn't really apply to me because I'm a citizen. I'm in. But I'm
Still scary.
Scary as hell.
Hearing people like having their phones rifled through and stuff just to see if there's any anti-Trump stuff.
It's wild.
Wild stuff.
But like,
probably won't happen to us. But what if it does?
But at the same time, if it does, they can't deny you entry because we're American.
We're citizens.
We're citizens. All they can do is be like, what's up with this? Like, I don't know. I like memes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Honestly,
don't worry. There's Hunter Biden memes in there too.
Yeah, they're looking for like anti-American stuff. That's like Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is like I think we're fine, totally fine. But I'm looking forward to going to Canada and having everyone wonder why would you live there? They're going to constantly ask us. They're going to ask me for sure.
They're going to ask you. And they're not going to ask me shit because they'll assume I'm dumb, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, they're going to assume that you're scared as hell. You must be so scared. Like of what?
Yeah.
Of what? I mean, if you listen to statistics, of course, I'm scared of being shot.
I'm scared of gun violence at the movie theater or any sort of crowded sporting event.
Or like, or a
coffee
grocery
shop,
store. Or maybe even just
kind of anywhere, really.
Yeah, or maybe just being hunted down by an opposing person who has opposing beliefs with me.
Or getting pulled over by a cop who's having a bad day.
Yeah, but aside from that, why would I be scared?
Yeah, why would I be scared?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, or that maybe I'll never have enough money to actually retire or
own a home,
die on my feet.
Yeah, or we're the first generation to be worse off than our parents.
Or that the food supply is going to get poisoned with all these government agencies being shut down, less oversight into food safety.
Or maybe our national security is compromised because of the people who are less qualified to be in certain positions within the military and in intelligence, leading to us being scared of adversaries.
But other than that, what would I be scared of?
It's a fun place.
I got to take what I got, freedom.
Yeah, and you know what? As soon as those prices of eggs go down, I'll feel a lot more secure.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
Get the eggs down.
Honestly, I would love it. I haven't bought eggs in a while because I bought
Trader Joe's. You got to go in the morning.
I bought 3 dozen a couple weeks ago, and I just finished them. So
Trader Joe's in the morning.
I'll let you know. Trader Joe's in the morning. I'm not getting up early enough to go to Trader Joe's in the morning, Eddie.
You don't. But they're eggs. That's the whole point.
I know, but I'm just gonna go to whatever grocery store I go to at whatever time I go and buy the eggs, man.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
But you do have a vibe that you have shopped in a gas station. Have you ever?
Yeah, the Shell by my house has pretty good produce. Surprisingly good bananas. And they've always got milk.
Yeah, it's funny. Hey, I'm thinking about baking like a pie. Do you guys have any crusts or any kind of fillings here? I'm looking for an all-purpose flour, and the guy's like,
huh? Yeah. Do you have any 00 flour? I'm trying to make pasta. You just have regular flour.
I'm looking for pea protein and some gluten-free dough. Anything?
Do you have the crispy onions for green bean casserole?
He's like, car wash? No. Well, probably.
I had to get a car wash the other day, Eddie. You know why?
Why?
I'm driving down the 101. I'm going to the gym. Driving down the 101. A lady.
You have to go on a highway to the gym? That sucks.
Yeah, it's the gym I like is in.
Isn't there like a LA Fitness up the street from you?
Probably, but the gym I like is in Encino.
You go all the way to Encino?
Once a week, I'll go to Encino.
Whoa.
For that, yeah, because I do Class Pass, and the one I like is in Encino because they're still playing Drake. They're playing a lot of Drake. It's almost like they're trying to prove a point.
They don't know. Do they know?
They have to know.
Oh man,
They're young people.
certified
These are young
pedophile?
people. I've never seen him get caught up at the Glendale Galleria, but I'm driving there. I'm on the
Give it time.
101.
Give it time.
I'm on the 101. The traffic is moving slow enough that I hear a person yelling, and I look over, and there's a woman in a kind of a beat up Jeep, and she's just kind of yelling. Doesn't seem like she's yelling at anyone in particular. She's in the lane to the right of me, and I think that's strange. And I keep driving, and then a splash across my car and my
On the freeway.
On the freeway. Again, traffic's moving at like 15 miles an hour.
Right.
But a splash and my window's cracked, so a scent of energy drink. And I look up and the woman has just like sprayed energy drink all over the side of my car and then cut me off and went in front of me.
Why?
I don't know. What
did you do to her?
What did I do to her?
I believe all women. That was valid.
To be honest, I was kind of like glancing at my phone when she did it. So I was like, what's that? To get me to pay attention? Because it worked.
I'm on her side.
But it was so crazy that I was stunned. Like I would think that in that scenario, I'd be like, I would honk and maybe flip them off. But I was truly like, I do not want to attract this woman's attention any more than is necessary.
I just want you to know that you are among friends here, especially our viewers. Our viewers are 98% men. So you're never going to be in the wrong.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. You didn't do anything wrong. She's a psycho.
She's a psycho.
She's
for
a psycho.
Sure.
And everyone and all the incels that listen to this podcast and all the goon heads, they're going to be like, I'm on Team Brent. She's crazy. She just wanted his dong and couldn't have it.
Yeah. Thank you for serving in our incel army.
Incel army, we believe in you guys. No one else does,
That'll
especially
be
your
our,
parents.
That'll be our merch. It is a camouflage army style T-shirt that just says incel.
army. Yeah, I'm sure those guys love that. Love having that kind of attention to them. So don't worry, you're among friends here. Everyone who listens to this podcast.
Well, yeah, that was a crazy lady. She was insane.
That's how you met. That's how you met, and that's how I met your wife. Oh,
Yeah.
your mother. And that's how I met your mother. I said, "Are you crazy?" I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Well, when we talk about it, and they pull over.
And then we realized we were crazy about each other.
And next thing you know, we're having a couple of lattes, laughing it up, and then one of us.
And then you were born.
And then you were born. Then there was a car on the side of the highway, and we just went in one car, and
that's our home.
that's our home. Yeah, I've never. That's a true road rage moment.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I don't even know if she was mad at me. I think I was just so confused by the whole thing.
Was it blue?
It
Red?
was blue.
It was blue.
It was blue, and then I had to get. And then
Sticky.
I went and I got a car wash after that.
Sticky.
Sticky. Yeah, I was worried about being sticky. Ugh. I did a bad thing today, Eddie. I spilled a whole can of sparkling water, like in the door of my car. Like it fell into the pocket and just spilled all the way. My car's gonna stink.
So much wet crumbs now.
So many wet crumbs. And then the only thing I had in my car to soak it up was a pair of socks. So I
You're a
jammed
mess.
some socks.
You're
in
a
there.
mess.
So now I got these socks that are probably stinky, and I'm trying to get them to soak up the water. It's not gonna soak it all up. My car is.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry I wasn't better to you, Volkswagen Golf. You deserve better.
Yeah. I can't even fathom what my wife would do to me if I said, "Hey, heads up with the car, some wet socks and some Mountain Dew all over the floor."
There's Mountain Dew on the outside, regular sparkling water on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. Babe.
Also, a bunch of dried Zins in the cup holder. You would hate to ride in my car.
Oh my! I've been in your car a couple times. Every time I take a deep breath, I don't breathe until we pull into where we're going. It's fine.
It's fine. My car's fine.
Now, what if you and the lady moved in together and we had to split a car? Would your
Why would we have to split a car?
Well, me and my wife split a car.
You split two cars.
No, we sold the other.
You sold the other one?
We sold the Mini. Yeah, she
Oh.
works from home, so we don't need two cars.
Oh. I mean, she's. God bless her.
That's if you're married.
Shout out to Maddie. I think we'd be okay sharing a car. She's definitely keeping her car cleaner than mine, but like, she also just got a pretty new car. Her old car, not so much.
Right.
Her old car got taken to be impounded with a bunch of her clothes in the back because she forgot they were in there.
Oh no. I will say in LA there is that sort of way where you can really peg a person. Pause.
Hey.
Where you can peg a man. No. There's something about the car really is a reflection of you. What's going on in that car is what's going on with your life. So if your car's a complete and utter mess, you're a mess. There's no way some guy's got their shit together and has a bad car.
Okay, well then I'm kind of a mess. That's what I'll say.
And,
I'm kind of a mess.
and I'm completely right. You are a mess.
Only kind of.
See, clean cut slob.
Clean cut slob. Because the outside of my car, pretty clean. From the outside, you can't tell.
But inside is
It's a bit of a
mess.
It's rotting a bit from the inside.
Like if you get in someone's car and they're like, they say, hold on a second. I didn't know I was going to have company. Like it's
Let
their
me
house.
move some of these water bottles. And then
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry. I didn't know I was going to drive somebody. And they're moving an old Burger King bag and like, you know, a bunch of gym clothes and like laundry and like.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Like a bunch of like discarded boxes from Amazon or.
Hold on.
Is that you?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh
A
God.
car is a mobile
Like,
storage unit.
How much panic do you get when someone goes, "Oh, can I grab a lift with you?" Or you're like, "Oh, fuck."
Depends on who it is.
Oh,
But now that, especially now that I'm in a relationship, it's like, what do I care if you think my car's
The
messy?
worst. I don't even mind that much when someone's like, "Oh, I didn't. Sorry, let me just move some stuff," and they just throw in some. It's the guy that's like doesn't move anything. I just have to put my feet on his trash.
Yeah, I'll move stuff. And to be fair, it's not a lot of trash. It's a lot of like shoes, blankets, wet socks, couple empty, a couple mugs.
Mugs.
Yeah, you know, you drink your coffee on the
Oh,
way
you're
to
one of
whatever.
those guys. My wife tries to be one of those. I discourage her. I'm like, if it doesn't got a lid, it's not going in the car. I just don't like it when I look at a car and I'm like, there's a mug with cold coffee in the compartment. I'm like, put a lid on it or don't.
Some of them have lids.
That's fine.
Okay.
No, just a mug from the house in the
Sometimes-
car?
sometimes, yeah.
No, with just a pool of liquid? No.
Yeah, it's gonna be
No.
fine.
Oh, God.
What in my track record would suggest I might spill it in my car?
Oh, nothing. Coffee is easy to get out.
Yeah.
It's just a brown pungent liquid that stains.
Bottles of brown.
Bottles of brown.
Full circle,
full
baby.
Full circle. What's this episode going to be called? I don't know.
Bottles of brown.
Yeah, Bottles of brown. No, it's going to be jury duty.
Jury duty.
Serving my country with jury duty.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Jury duty style.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that'll be it. Have any bits?
I think I do, but also I wanted to mention, did you see that there was a huge article in the New York Times today about amateur pedophile hunters?
I saw.
Did you read it?
They're getting more violent, they said.
Yeah, they're getting more
I was going to
violent.
send it to you, but I don't want the algorithm to think this is my thing. I really don't like talking about this with you because you're a pariah when it comes to this fucking topic. I
think that
I can't talk to you about this publicly anymore.
this
You
New
know
York
what?
Times article just proves that we are on the forefront of culture. We were talking about this way before the failing New York Times, baby.
It's a matter of time before you become some sort of like.
Anyways, I rewrote my amateur pedophile hunter bit. Do you want to hear it?
You know what's going to happen? This podcast, if we ever get to the point where we have tons of viewers, we're making money, we have fans, and the only downfall is not going to be me. It's going to be you saying, you know what? I'm sorry. I believe in the cause. I'm going to work for this advocacy group that frees these guys. They're the victims. And I'm not pro pedo. I'm just pro. They're bad too.
They're bad too.
And I can't be behind this. I don't want to lose a friend this way. You got to let this go.
I can't. I just can't. Here's my new take. I mean, it's essentially the same take. So I'm not calling them pedophiles anymore. The pedophile hunters. I'm not calling them pedophiles. But what I'll say,
We're never gonna get monetized.
I don't think they're good guys. And I watch these videos not because I like them, but they're there, and I do watch them, and I don't like them because everyone involved seems like everyone involved is bad. It's like an episode of Seinfeld, but nothing's funny. Again, I'm not going to go so far as to call the guys making these videos pedophiles, but they are guys who pretend to be horny children online.
Okay.
And we might not have a word for that yet, but it's not hero. I tell you what, it's not hero.
But they are catching bad guys.
In theory.
I can't get behind this. Guys, I just want you to know, his views are his views, not mine.
Okay. Well, in this article, it's like they're being sponsored by like gambling companies and stuff.
You
It's
were
very
salivating
strange.
the moment that
I
article
can't.
came
I
out.
really.
You were like, yes, yes, yes.
It's bad. Okay. Here's my other little bit that I've been working on. That's a lot more
crazy
tame.
hill to die on. Like, crazy. The fact you have to keep explaining your own point to someone who clearly is on your side about 99%. It's just funny. Like, I get what you're trying to say, but you have to constantly clarify. Like, no, you don't. Everyone's bad, but the pedophiles are worse. But these guys are also bad because they're posing as kids and talking dirty to a man.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're. Oh, God. You can say about anyone undercover. Well, he's posing as a terrorist threat, but he's not actually a terrorist.
Yeah, I don't think talking about doing terrorism is nearly as gross as talking about doing pedophile stuff.
It's you got to say what you got to say.
And yeah, I think I'll say it. I think a lot of these guys going out and going undercover to catch terrorists are grooming terrorists.
Oh,
Those
my
people
God.
wouldn't have been
Mr. Hegseth.
Look it up, dude. They trick these guys, these lonely weirdos, into being terrorists.
Mr. Hegseth, I'm a proud American, and I think what you guys are doing is A-okay with me. A-okay.
Okay.
And I who knew out of both of us that I would be the real patriot in this? I served, so I can't.
You did, sir.
I just served, and this guy's a pedo-loving terrorist sympathizer.
No, we're not going to say that. Pedophiles are definitely bad guys.
I'm just saying that if you bait some guy into a terrorist conversation, you're worse.
You're maybe. Okay, here's one that's a lot more tame, which is I think I probably should be more worried about AI taking my job because I have like a computer job. I send emails and stuff.
You work in tech, yeah.
I work in tech, but I don't know if it's pride or ego or what. But I'm still like, AI can't do what I do.
They can't do
They
what
can't
I
do what I do. You think AI can respond to an email 3 days late and say, "I'm looking into this. I'll get back to you as soon as I can." You think AI can go into the break room and take a quarter of a donut 8 times so nobody notices he had 2 whole donuts?
Good luck with that, AI.
Couldn't do what I do.
Can AI do the same joke to every new hiree? Probably. Probably.
Can AI do the crossword on the toilet for 40 minutes every day?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Can AI spoil the Wordle for the whole company? Possibly. Probably.
Can AI go into the Slack group chat and send them articles about amateur pedophile hunters?
Yeah, I don't think so. Can AI message your boss you up and then wonder why he doesn't get promotions?
Can AI get too drunk at the holiday party and make a pass at someone's wife?
Can AI flood the toilet and blame it on the H1 hire? It was the H1 hire. He's not from here. He doesn't get the rules. I don't think they flush over there.
Isn't there a line I can call to get rid of this guy?
I wish there was an agency that just storms in here and takes him away. Can AI do that?
Can AI leave a coffee at his desk for 4 months until it starts growing plants?
I
can't do what I do.
And then blame it on the H1 hire?
And blame it on the H1 hire.
I think you gotta blame at some point. You gotta blame the H1 hire.
I got it. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
He's just like it's sure he's a Mensa genius from Budapest, but I mean, it doesn't mean he can't be blamed for eating someone's lunch out of the fridge.
Can AI microwave fish in the break room and blame it on the H1B hire? I don't know where he comes from. I don't know what they eat over there.
Yeah, they don't know our rules. He's just here to code. He's not here to like be part of our society. It just gets really, really dark. Oh man, do I have anything new bits? I don't got any new. That was really funny though. Thanks. I think you got a lot there.
Yeah, that's a fun one to just riff
Yeah.
on.
Oh man, do I have anything new? I did the bravery thing. I had a new tag with that did okay. I don't know why people really laughed at this when I was like, I could never be a fireman because I say the bravest people in America are firemen.
Yeah.
And then I go, I can never be a fireman because, I mean, just to run in a burning building, I would just stand there. And I don't know why I did this. The last few shows I did really well. I would just look at the building and be like, wow, that place is en fuego. Soy scared. And then everyone laughed. I was like, oh, wow. I don't even know why that's funny. I guess it's funny because someone's saying that building's en fuego, soy scared. And everyone kept repeating soy scared. I'm like, that could be merch, soy scared.
Soy scared?
Which is like a soy boy thing.
Yeah, it could be.
Soy
Or
boy-
it could be an alpha thing.
Soy scared.
You soy, you're scared. You're drinking
yeah.
soy, you're scared.
A soy boy scared, soy scared.
Soy
Anyway,
scared.
so aside from that, not really much. Not really much going on. I don't know. I did a new bit that was just a little throwaway, and I say like, if you're wondering about my gender identity, I'm a man, but not a manly man. That's for sure. I know this because one time I bumped into a table and I went, "Whoopsie daisy," and that's not a man. I was like, "What? When did you get there?" And then for some reason I went like, "And where's Mr. Chair?" I don't know why I started talking down to the table, but anyway, it was a fun little bit. And that's about it. That's all I got.
I had one more thing. It's something I just wrote down. I don't know. This is maybe more of an idea for a TikTok than a bit, but do you ever get the TikToks where it's like it'll be like a picture of like an adult, like usually like a guy, and then like a teen, and it'll be like, "I'm your mom's new boyfriend." Don't make it weird. "I'm your mom's new boyfriend," and then it'll be like, "You're not my dad," and then it'll be slides, and it's like slowly over time, this kid like
playing baseball,
getting to know his step parent, and
yeah,
eventually being like, "That's my
barbecuing.
dad."
Yeah.
But I saw one, and as I swiped through it, I also liked the kid less and less. It was like, by the end of it, it was like he was like a hedge fund manager or something, and I was like, that sucks.
He's like a crypto bro.
Yeah. So I thought, I don't know, maybe this is a better idea for TikTok. But as you scroll through, it's like his stepdad was just supporting him as he became a monster.
Yeah. I mean, it's more of a TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole this trend might not exist.
Yeah, it might
like
not.
a month.
And if I have to explain that much at the
Yeah.
top of a bid, it's
And all
probably
due
not gonna
respect,
work.
if the president does what he's supposed to do, neither will that fucking app, TikTok.
Neither.
Wait, no, he
if
wanted
the president does what he's supposed, what?
ban TikTok.
If he bans TikTok, what will happen?
This joke won't apply because it's a TikTok.
Yeah, if he does, if he finally gets, or does he like it? I don't know. Whatever you think.
He likes whoever likes him.
whatever you say, sir.
Yeah, just
let us back into the country in a couple weeks,
just
please.
let us in and just
Somebody's got to water my plant.
yeah. And I got a wife, guts.
Yeah, he's got a wife. I've got a plant. They're equally important.
Yes.
I've got to probably clean up a mess that I left in my car before I got on the plane.
He's got a puddle of brown in his car.
I got a puddle of brown in my car that needs to be addressed immediately.
Guys, thanks for being part of this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor, subscribe to the pod, follow us on social media. All the links are in the description of this episode. And see us live April 10th in Seattle, May 29th in Dallas.
For the love of God, come to see us in Seattle
Yeah.
and in Vancouver.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.